So we are back. Hey guys, Seiji here. In today's episode, we get a lot done. We set up a refined storage system, we unlock the ultimate weapon to have in early game vaults, and we also ignore what happened here. So before we get into the episode, let's add a few comments. And also guys, thank you so much for 400 subscribers. I cannot believe we actually got that. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and let's add a few comments today. This first one we have Bam. Have you ever thought about doing like a special episode where you let viewers go into your road and run votes together? I am thinking about it. We're probably gonna do that around 1,000 subscribers. I know that's a long ways away, but you never know. We also have Kyle or Cio. Not sure how you pronounce that. I apologize. I'm really loving your videos, man. Keep up the regular uploads. I sure will. I'm gonna try to upload 2 to 3 times a week as I have time. But for now, let's get straight into this episode. Hey, how's it going, everybody? As y'all know, last episode we unlocked the Sybil storage mod. So to start this episode off, I want to pretty much get everything y'all are gonna need to get started with it. Here's these things. This is going to be the more advanced one later on once we get a POG. And it's pretty much what the mod says it is. It's super simple. You got to make quite a bit of these. We'll make about a stack to start off with. And then you're going to need a lot of these as well. We'll make all of those that we can. And probably one more batch of this. And then you want to start off with a storage inventory. You're going to need a perfect Larimar and a couple of chromatic steel. You don't technically need this one, but I'm going to go ahead and make it so I can show you guys exactly what it does. So there's one more thing that I actually need. It's going to be the storage network root. But I'm going to need some quartz for that first. So let me grab my elytra, and off to the nether we go. Yeah, I guess I could have probably moved my porter a little bit closer. Yeah, there should definitely be enough quartz. Now I just got to successfully make it home without actually dying. And before we actually forget, let's go ahead and move this portal. One quick nap. Alright, now we're ready to get into this mod. Yeah, so what you need are these compressed quartz blocks. You actually need 4 of those. You also need a volt diamond and a few of these link cables, and you can now make the node. So this right here is basically the heart of your storage system. You need at least one of these in your storage system in order for it to pick anything up. You use link cables to connect it to the inventory that you're trying to get to, and you can use a network cable if you want to. And just like that, there's everything right there. You can also do it like this way. And you can even run these cables to connect these even if they're not connected to an inventory, and you'll see everything's in there. You can sort it by mod, by name, by amount, and you can go either up or down. So typically this is how I'm going to want it. I want to see what I have the most of and it facing downwards. You can synchronize it with JEI, and I can type in diamond, and it won't show up down here at the bottom how most mods do, but it will show up actually here in JEI. So I think this is pretty cool. What I'm going to end up doing is probably moving all of these chests and making like a little storage underground with a whole bunch of chests. That way we can just have infinite storage to a sense. Also, you can see right here, this will not work. It only connects to one inventory each. So I would have to actually add another one right here. And then it'll pick up all these chests right here. And then same thing with these ones. And just like that, where's my cobblestone? I forgot to connect these. That's probably why it's not showing up. Yeah, now it'll show up just like that. That is pretty cool. So what I want to work to next though is actually getting the storage request table. This is basically a crafting table. I need a POG, and I'm missing Pizza Night, and I'm missing Bombing Night. So we might end up running a vault. I have a crystal crafted, and try and find those ores. Man, this is going to make it so much easier dumping all my loot over here. Also, there's a little book that comes with this. It calls the network cable in a book, and it's basically a tutorial on what everything does. I did kind of use it because I did not know I actually needed this item right here. So sorry if this wasn't the best tutorial on how to shape this up, but I guess it'll work. So without further ado, let's hop into the first vault of the episode, and I think I still have... Yeah, right here. I do still got to complete another vault. Okay, so it's a scavenger vault. We should be able to complete this one. Hopefully. Oh, well, first room, we actually got one of these. Okay, cool. So it's a couple of ornate chests. There's one sack. We just need one more. I'm hoping... Okay, that one did not have it. We got one more chance, and it was poisoned. Ooh, let's hope we find that bombing night or pizza night in here. Highly doubt it, but there's a chance. Pretty unlucky. The main thing I'm worried about getting is those green bangles, because for some reason coin piles just seem so much harder for me to find. We have one more chance to find some pizza night and bombing night in this room anyways, and there's nothing. We did get this altar though, and it really was not worth spending all that extra time in this room. Oh, I think I found a dungeon. Yeah, I did. This is going to be super dangerous, so we're going to have to be careful. So I got to get rid of this spawner before anything else spawns. There's some behind me. Nice, nice. Okay, now we got to get rid of these guys. Okay, got rid of the spawner, and we only need drown hide from there, and just that one, so everything else after this is going to be pretty much profit. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn this drown hide, just so that's one less thing we got to look at the top of the screen. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a challenge room. These are pretty dangerous, so I doubt we're going to even complete it. I'm going to probably just run right past it, to be honest. Do want to see if anything actually spawns in these things. Oh, compressed blocks. I don't really think that's worth it. We'll take the clay. But yeah, let's get out of here before I die, because there is an insane amount of mobs. So this isn't the ones that I need, but that is an epic gem. So we're going to go and mine up that Gorgonite. That should actually help us because we do need that shoveling enchant. Ooh, nice and Omega. Okay, so here's some coin piles. Let's hope we get lucky and get the bangles that we need. I think I saw one right there. There's two. And... oh, we only got one. Alright, we're off to the next room. So I don't technically need anything from these goated chests, but the Volt Diamonds help, and we got a mod box. Alright, we got a little bitty POI right here, with a couple ores in it. Need to die. And... oh, okay, that's one of the ones we need. Bomb Ignite, let's hope we get it. Ah, we got unlucky on that one. Oh wait, no, we did get one. Okay, sweet. Let's put some of this stuff up. We got 3 out of that. Nice. Oh, and even an ultra right here with nothing too valuable. Okay, this POI right here is super huge. We got a whole bunch of coin piles. Hopefully we get those last couple bangles that we need. Not by the looks of it. A couple more coin piles. There's actually quite a bit in this one right here. So hopefully we get lucky. And you can van mine these if there's a close bunch like that. And it looks like it's dropping everything but what we need. That's typically how it goes anyways. Even if we can't complete this, we did get that Bomb Ignite. And is this a challenger room? It sure is. We'll probably end up skipping this because I do not feel like dying. Oh, that is a full chest right there. Okay, I think there's another dungeon back here because there's a ton of mobs coming from it. Okay, I'm about to die. I am literally about to die. We gotta be careful. Oh, okay, breathe, breathe. I'm gonna attempt to take these mobs out and then we'll go investigate a little bit further and what's actually back there. Let's put that zombie hide in there and then let's go back here and investigate. Oh wow, it was just a Yoda chest POI that must have had a huge fizzle spawner in it. So it looks like we found another dungeon actually, which is honestly insane. I'm gonna try to move this and just loot these Yoda chests that I can reach. So time is running out. I'm right next to the room that I need. There's another ore pile here and we got the Pizza Night sick. That is amazing. But we actually gotta hurry up and get back to the base. It should be this room and then one over. I hope. I really hope I plan this right because typically I'll go all the way to the end and then run back on that side and then hopefully find my way back to the portal. Okay, sweet. This was the right way. Let's head back to the base and see what kind of loot we got. So only 4,000 XP. That's actually not horrible, I guess. The big thing is that we got Pizza Night and Bomb Ignite from that though. So here's all the loot that we got. We're going to probably go ahead and open up these mod boxes in hopes of finding something that we need. And yeah, there's that. What did we get? Okay, so network cables, and I think we actually got a bundle from that, which is pretty cool. Then we have a couple of these things we can open. Nothing. I'm going to sort my inventory up, get all this stuff cleaned up, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do as far as our mass storage plan goes. So we got this stuff cleaned up, and before I start mining out that bottom piece, I want to actually spec into haste. I feel like it's going to help us a ton when it comes to actually breaking all the blocks that we're about to be breaking. Nice! So I found this to be the most efficient way of storing items per square block. I actually used to play a lot of the Rat mod pack, and that's where I got this design from. I'm sure somebody else has done it as well. But you could basically just keep going up just like this and connecting them back and forth just like this. And there's a lot of room for improvement. I typically leave all the hollows out like this, just put torches so I can move up and down in case I want to expand more downwards. If we're going to do that design though, we're going to need a ton of wood, so I'm going to get to chopping a couple trees down. So I did spec into one of the worst abilities of the game, the twerker one. It's okay when you're growing trees, but that's about all it's good for. So what I'm going to do is right here is where we're going to keep our storage interface. And we'll dig this way a couple blocks and we'll start digging downwards. That way we can start adding all these chests. I'm going to more than likely leave these chests just for show though. Yeah, I'm so glad I spec'd into that haste. I'm basically insta-mining all of this stuff. I like how I say that and gravel just happens to show up to stop it. And now we'll go ahead and add all the chests. Like I said, you pretty much just got to do this in a pattern going all the way up. And be careful because sometimes these will not connect like this. For instance, right there, it didn't connect to the one that I wanted to do. So it's kind of tedious. You kind of have to do this and then add this chest and then go ahead and do this. And then if I do this one, I bet it's going to connect there. Yeah, it did. So I got to break this chest, break this again, and then add a link cable. And so yeah, it's going to be a pretty tedious task, but I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done. Or a smarter way that I can do it is actually just go ahead and build up like this with these chests, connect it to the one that I want it to go to, and then add it to a double chest. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Then I should be able to do this. Oh yeah, awesome. So sometimes you just got to think with your head. Okay, ignore that last clip. I just had to actually break some of these chests and redo it. So the way I was doing it did seem to work. Because as soon as you make this into a double chest, I'll show y'all right here. If it'll connect, did not. So as I was saying, as soon as you make it into a double chest, it disconnects. So back to the super tedious way that I was doing it before. I'm actually at our link cable, so let's fly over to my desert that I have over here for collecting sand. And then we can start collecting some sand. I'm sensing a time lapse coming on. Alright, we should have plenty of sand now, and I actually never noticed a shipwreck just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. I wonder what kind of loot's inside. Not the best. Here's that giant nether portal from episode 1. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's Seiji. I'll just smelt all of this sand up. And I did find a couple more link cables. I guess I accidentally put them up in this chest. So while that smelts up, I'll continue building on this. Okay, guys, I actually found it out. Okay, do this one first. Put your link cable. This one, link cable. This one right here, link cable. And then you guessed it, this one, link cable. Then you don't have to break any chests, so that's going to make this so much easier. It almost sounds like a little song. So I did some quick maths, and we have 14 blocks high of chest times 56, because there's 9 rows times 6. That equals 756 times 4, because we have 4 of them. That's 3,024 times 64 items per slot. 193,536 items are fitting in this little bitty section right here. My math has been off before, so disclaimer, that may not be true. But after that, we can just go like this, link up one of these, bring it over this way, with our storage network root, and then our storage inventory. And yeah, we can start putting items in here. Sweet. Like I said, these are going to probably be for show, so we'll move all these items into here now. The bell stays. So I'll meet you guys back here in about an hour. Oh, that reminds me, these items right here, the import cables, you can sit them right there next to a chest. It's super slow, but technically I could do this automatically. But that's too slow for my liking, so let's go ahead and start doing it manually again. So the comments on the tips and tricks episode about me moving my mouse too much, this was all practice for this exact moment right here. I want to go ahead and thank you guys so much for letting me reach my subscriber goal of 400. It literally blew my mind. In that one episode alone, we gained like 6 subscribers. So thank y'all so much for that. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We would love to have you here, and also join the Discord. So here's basically everything I've got throughout this entire Let's Play so far. Not as much as I thought it was going to be, honestly. So we got business in the front and party in the back. That actually reminds me, we need to make our POG. Let's just get all of these things out, craft up a POG for the first time in this series. Okay, guys, this is what all the work has been towards. Not really, but there's our POG. Nice. Oh, yeah. That's a thumbnail right there. Why did I make that noise? We got to grab this thing right here. Broke a little slower than I thought it was gonna. Come over here, and we now have a storage request table. So it should basically be about the same thing, smaller GUI, but we now have a crafting table, which is insane. Oh, cool, and actually, you can do it like this. You can come over here and shift click. I figured you could, but you never know sometimes. So I consider that a great success. There is one more thing I want to do. I want to go collect some more bees and actually make an animal pen for bees. There's our first catch. Can I do it? Nope. Where'd he go? Did I get him? Oh, no, there he is. Come on, buddy. Let me get you. Nice. So I don't actually know if we need one of these or not. I'm hoping we don't, because then I have to go all the way back to the base and then all the way back over here. But that's just me being lazy. Lazy? No, that forget I said that. I wonder if you can actually collect turtles in here. Let's see. Does not look like you can. That would be hilarious. Another thing we need are bunnies, but I doubt I'm gonna find any here. Okay, never mind. We actually found some. Can I capture the babies? I think they're just gonna be too small. And they're just so quick. And there, okay, got one. Nice. So super useful thing about the minimap, if I push tab, you can see it shows me what mobs are around me. So back and forth, there you go. So that makes it a bit easier on finding these mobs. Whoa, look at this bee. I did not know they could have different skins. Can I catch them? Couldn't catch them. I need to get one more bunny, but they're just so quick. It's so hard for me to grab them. I have one. Just give me one more and then I'll leave. Okay, I promise that was not me. He decided to just jump off. He didn't want to be in prison so much that he just decided to not even come with me at all. Finally, we got the last one that we needed. I'm not gonna even bother trying to catch anymore. We're just gonna head straight back to the base. The more I look at this, the more I genuinely cannot wait to start building Hobbit Hills for you guys. Okay. So let's add the rest of our Pokemon into our computer. We have one here. We'll put our bees right here. And then we'll put our bunnies over here by the chickens. And then we do need to feed everybody. So there's some for the bunnies, some for the chickens, a little bit for the cows, sheep, and our pigs. Can't forget about the bees. And then I want to see this. When I what? That was an insane amount. And then we got some eggs. Nice. Can you milk these? Oh, you can. You can milk the cows. Now I wonder, will it grow back on its own or do I have to put grass there? Yeah, I love this storage system. So my health is getting pretty low. I want to go ahead and craft up another one and see what we can actually get out of it. Hopefully something decent. We got a Rusty Scavenger transmog, and it's literally worse than my current one, isn't it? Yeah. Let's try to roll it and see if we get anything worth keeping. Okay, the armor, that's all I needed right there. Now it's about on par with this one as far as armor goes, and a little bit more item quantity. So another idea I have, I can remove all of these chests and then start putting some of the old armor that we had on here, and then they can pretty much just always be watching me. Don't know how I feel about that actually. So one thing I want to try is making these export cables. I was going to automate the Volt Altar, but after further research, it's not possible anymore. So it looks like we got to manually craft this crystal. So after a bit of skeleton hunting, we can now create this crystal. Any minute now. There it goes. So I actually want to go to make another pouch as well, which means I'm going to need 2 more magnets and a pickup upgrade. And what I'll do is I'll start filtering this out as we get items from the vault. And then as I pick up items that I don't have in this backpack, we'll go ahead and start storing them in this backpack. Oh, and we got an opulent vault that is plus 5% item quantity. Oh, and this is an obelisk binder. We probably will end up fighting the boss. Okay, a couple of gilded chests. I think there's a few items in here that I don't actually have sorted out. Yeah, like Volt Diamonds, that's one of them right there. And I should have everything else. Oh yeah, we could actually add coins in here as well. We'll probably need a stack upgrade for these though. Oh, and I know for sure there's things in here that we don't have, just like that. A Volt Alloy. Oh, that one's trapped. And right here. Ooh, a little bit of Wuchita and Larimore. That's going to help out because I just spent a ton of that. And some more ornate. Oh, you can actually get Volt Alloys completely from here. It's nice. Okay, there is a couple living chests, and I believe there's a few things in here we actually don't have yet either. Okay, yeah, so the mystery egg we do not have in there yet. And this should be the last mob that I need to kill, unless he kills me. Yep, sure was. And a Wither Skull. Ooh, some Biniatite. That doesn't hurt, but I got nothing. Found another key piece. We need one more and we can open up a treasure room. Wait, you can find actual knowledge shards in these chests? Yeah, so I think we found most of the things that we needed. So let's head back to the base and see what kind of loot we got. So only 4K experience. I could have looted just a bit longer if I really wanted to, but the main thing I wanted to do was get another filter going on. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of those upgrades that let you hold more. What is that? Oh, he's probably upstairs. And then whatever we have the most of, like you can see these diamond nuggets and carbon, we'll put in the backpack that has the higher storage rate. We found 2 living chest scrolls, which is pretty nice. So we should have everything we need to make a tier 1 stack upgrade. Yep, and we'll put that one, I think, in this one. And now we should be able to hold, okay, 2 stacks of each item. So right here are our more common drops, and then here are the ones that we really don't get too much of. And then I'm not sure if I showed this pretty good in that last episode, but if you want to save the slots that are in here, you're going to click on the slot memory setting, and you're going to click select all slots. So now anytime I take something out, it'll always remember what's currently in there. Let's open these mystery boxes up, and we got 4 diamonds and an alexandrite. Also, if you made it this far to the video, go ahead and click subscribe if you're not. And I also want to know, what mod do y'all think I should unlock next? I'm either thinking about double pouches or a drawers mod, because drawers work really, really good with the simple storage. There's also Volt Compass, but I really haven't had too much trouble getting into the portal that I need to find. And then there's Create that I was also thinking about. Don't know if I'm going to go with Botania this time because they took out a lot of good items. So we were able to get a piercing and quick draw crossbow from a villager. And this is going to change out a ton once we start running bolts. Let me show you what I mean. So these things shoot super quick and they recharge even quicker. And with that piercing, it's going to basically change how we run bolts forever. Thank you, by the way, Crayon, for this amazing suggestion. He's over in our Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, go ahead and join it. But this is going to be the end of the episode. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And we'll see you in the next one. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.